Hello. I seem to be on. Just gonna double check if this is all working. Yep, seems to be. Hey. How's it going? I'm just gonna link Two-Face to my stream because he wanted to. Hey, hey, hey. I'm gonna be doing some online. Let's do. Your half Two-Face? Two-Face girlfriend here? Hi. You think he's on his way home right now? It's fun. How's it going? I believe this is my first Zeepkist stream, which is why I didn't remember to plug in my controller. It's going. You're at work, bored out of your mind. Yeah, that is entirely fair. I typically watch streams when I'm working to for stimulus. I typically work better with it. I have no clue what track to play, but you know what? A1's not bad. How do you pronounce that? Also, hi, new viewer. But how do you pronounce that? You were watching Ronin earlier, but then you had to drive off. Happened, right? You had to drive off. Happened with gas pumps, so you guys will deal with it. Sora. You know what? I'm gonna take it, Sora. I recognize that name from the Discord. They have a lot of names. Yeah, they do. I just realized while reading chat, I'm not like super focused on the track, so this is probably not going to be my best time, but 9? Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Shammy. More unlockable names? Is it like EA? Or is it just like as time goes on? It says slow down. I don't really want to. We gotta give you one, still thinking of a name for you, Sora. No, you just gotta get enough XP to unlock the extras. Ah, I see. But we do plan on more name DLC sometime in the future. Ah, I see. That makes sense. If any of you want to join, I know that, Myogen, you said you were at work, so probably not, but, like, if anyone wants to join, I believe this is a public lobby, so you can. Is it a pay-to-win feature? Yeah, if you don't, you gotta grind out the XP for, like, months if you don't pay for the names. You prefer play-to-win? Yeah, I do too. So, basically just you get more names by people talking to you. Also, you would join, but you're currently making devious level plans. You're making the plans? That's evil. That sounds evil. Ooh, is it the thing? You're making contraptions? That sounds fun. If you make a level, I'll definitely attempt it. I mean, I have no reason not to. It's level playlist. I did want to add some levels. Do you guys have any suggestions? It's not the thing. It's a cursed one. You mean you've made some levels already? Most of them aren't even good. Are even good? Yeah, that's sick. Do you guys have any suggestions? Oh, I was playing this one the other day. I really liked it. Random note. It's always interesting to hear. Wait, always interesting to you to hear what people sound like. You enjoy this voice for the stream? Thank you. I don't. Agreed. Yeah, that's fair. I like to think that typically we are our own worst critics, so you'll always be meaner to yourself than others are. You don't mind that much usually how people sound like, but then you're a hypocrite for caring how you sound. Yeah, most people don't. You don't like the sound of your own voice. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You are your own worst critic when it comes to a lot of things. Like, there's so many things that, like, unless someone's specifically trying to critique you, nobody's gonna notice that little flaw there. Only you do. Oh, you don't have any track suggestions, really? Oh, I just realized I don't have that much stream delay. You have no idea how to download or make playlists. You just join lobbies, usually. Can you try? Try what? Can who try what? The remastered DK Mountain you just re-uploaded to make sure if it works? Sure. Do you have a link? They should. I don't think they'd have any reason to not. Other than maybe YouTube auto-delete spam, but, like, it should work. I realize I should probably, like make sure I know how to put them in the thing from the Steam page, but I'll figure it out. There's always a first time to learn. Yeah, this is a really fun track. I understood because it was backwards. You just hit subscribe and then add it as usual. Oh, cool. I didn't know that that's how that worked. Marvin. Give him a little. Final record, 5 inches backwards, chowder reference. I've never seen that. I have no clue what that is. At some point, I'll probably be doing the Deltarune track. I didn't complete it the other day, which is why I would be doing it again. It's such a lovely track. It's probably my favorite one that I've been on so far. Good luck, yeah. It was the first track that I played in online, which a lot of people criticized me for, because I joined the pro lobby when that track went live. So I spent, I believe, 6 hours that day getting the first part like nailed down. It was pretty fun. I also really like the AFK thing for this map because you go into this tunnel upside down. That's a decently smooth transition, and then you go through this pipe for a while. I don't know what that thing does, but you then flip over, go through here, get a paraglider, and then just kind of sail through it. I don't specifically remember where this goes. It seems to be another pipe up there. The visuals on this track are really cool, and they would have been like way benefited by the new parts. I played this one also. I can talk. I also played this track with the creator when it came out. They did a little lobby. They said that they would have wished to have like the new texturing for stuff. This was actually my first use of the paraglider. Not this specific instance, but like a different one. Good use of soap planes. I highly agree. It looks sick. It's almost like a kaleidoscope, but like not quite. Almost like if you've seen Into the Spider-Verse, the old one, it's kind of like the glitch texture there. Yeah, I really like it. It's like their multi-dimensional portal texture from that. It just looks sick. And then also on top of that, the glass pieces for the track. The only thing I wish Unity could do though was the intersections between them are visible. That's just subtle. It's not too big of a deal, but I wish it could be changed. Setting up for that jump is a little bit hard. Some of these transitions are really cool though. Uh-huh. Spun out. Do you have the link to the track? I don't know if you sent it. If you want, you can also put it in Two Faces Discord. I can use it that way. It was posted above? It was? Huh. I didn't see it. Thank you. Seems YouTube is calling it. Yeah, that makes sense. I would have put it in earlier if I had seen that. Oh, round ending. That would check out. Okay, and then you said I just can go to post controls level playlist. Delete that. Add level. DK Remastered? Yeah, it's right there. And then we'll click play on that. I have some paraglider experience. Just wait. You said you. Hey Two-Face, how's it going? Hey, it worked. Yeah. Oh, I was not expecting that ramp up. I don't think I'm used to the paraglider controls. Hey, going good. Lovely. Two-Face, you just came in. If you have any track suggestions, let me know. Doing a bit of racing before I try making a level. I've been watching Zeepkist content for like 3 years, I want to say, since it came out. So I've had some ideas for tracks. I've always had this idea of a centrifuge track, which I know is really hard with Unity and how it does it. Track suggestions as in to play, not to build. I'll take either, though. But I've always wanted to build like a centrifuge track, but I know how Unity can be with large curves. But I want to see if I can try and get it to work with some of the wall-right pieces. Yeah, I'll take track suggestions. I was going way too fast for that curve. I'll take both track suggestions to build and to play. Although the chat might eat links, so if you want to put them in your Discord, you can. And then I can play them that way. Riding up the wall there for the turn helps with speed. Fun. You will in a bit when you're at your PC. Okay. You will need to brake eventually, though. I don't like braking. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why this was like a perfect banked turn. My problem last time was that I was actually going too fast. I like the Zape face. The Zeep face? I don't know. In the mountain. Oh, that was not great. It's a mostly faithful recreation of DK Mountain. I don't think I've seen that recently. So I'm gonna have to take your word on it, but it looks sick. Yeah, this is not going to be a good time if I can finish it all, but I just want to get one finished down so I can see like splits and stuff. This does look really cool though. Oh good, you followed the road there. I wasn't sure if you should jump off of it or follow it. I'm not sure how to do that. Apparently so, I died. I do really like that booster, though. You did a good job with that. Oh, was that feather blocks right there? That is a good use of feather blocks. You know what? We're sticking with it. Maybe not. You know what? On second thought, that might not be the best idea. But I'm gonna try. It's not gonna be a good time by any means. Backward downhill? Yeah. Oh, that's what the podium is. Yeah, I'm sure that's great for my time. Oh, I got it that time. How many seconds is in 10 minutes? 600? Hey, nice. Yeah, it's not the best time. Not even on the leaderboard. Sorry, you are listening, you just promised you're not engaging very much. Oh, that's entirely fine. I get that. You don't have to engage. You're paying too much attention. Oops. Is that really a bad thing, though? Perhaps not. You said I should take this? Yeah, I seem to be catching up. Only up by a little bit, though. I have lots of time to save later, though. After you land, you can right up all the left wall and take the turn and to brake less there. Ah, I see. I think I did that. Yeah, that wasn't great for my time either. Yeah, I did, yeah. Yellow jacket joined the game. Hits the rock, slows down. Well played, well played. Yeah. To be fair, I'm also reading chat while driving and trying to get a better time. Okay, I just have to not mess up on this part. That's a really fun part, by the way. I'm not even sure how you did that. I got a better time. Not great. Don't text and drive. Yeah. Or I could. I guess I'm not texting, I'm just reading. Reading while driving. Contraptions? Do you keep getting distracted from building your contraptions? Maybe. If anything, that's a compliment. Well, to me. Yeah, that was not a great line. I wasn't distracted there, it's fine. Isn't that kind of the point of streaming, though? To just distract all parties involved. So true. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm doing this to have fun, and to maybe help you guys have fun. I do enjoy this, it's just... does take a lot of focus. I think my render distance is fairly low, but I actually kind of like having to render in the mountains slowly. And then the face renders in. Not the cleanest, but you know what? I'll take it. Arms up, try and land well. How is that slower than the run that I got where I just hit the boulder? If you hit the rock thing on the right at the top of the hill, you can do a bunch of backflips and land flat on the track. That's fun. That's why you don't read while driving. I have decently good peripheral vision, and that's still not enough. Oh, I've died several times on this map. That wasn't the first. I'm so down on time there. I mean, give yourself some credit. That's definitely not the first time I've died to you. Well, knock it off. Well, how am I supposed to do that when I lack skill? Are each of those checkpoints speed boosts? How'd you do that? I am decently determined to beat that Deltarune map. At some point. There are boosters just way up in the sky. That's cool. Usually just try for a few minutes and then endlessly spin in the void. Yeah, that's fair. Have you ever reached the Zeeprooms by doing that? You see, it's not the fact that you called it evil, it's the fact that you're calling it a contraption. As a person who's, like, heavily influenced by engineering and likes engineering, there's nothing good that can come from the word contraption. I just realized that I forgot to use my steering limits this entire time. I'm in first, but not how I would have preferred to be. Can I save it? No. And even then, I didn't get podium. That would actually have been my first podium, so I wouldn't have been satisfied with that. Because it's like, it's not from skill, it's from other people leaving before. Maybe you'll upload the map quickly to show off the contraptions. I'll definitely look at it. Although that's all up to you. Yeah, I don't have enough time to finish this, but I can definitely practice a little bit more. That was not ideal. You know what? We get to go on a scenic drive. Oh, I like that palm tree, the singular palm tree over there. How did you make this terrain? Uh, oh, I really liked this one. Lots of rocks. Oh, that makes sense. I forgot you could repaint them into grass texture. I forgot. Not I forgot. That's the wrong thing. I played this map on just like a random public lobby the other day, and it was actually a really good map. Maybe I just like most maps in the game, but like this one definitely feels like possible, and it's not too difficult. And I like the banks in it. And then it had this really cool, right here, it has this really cool wall raid. They actually added indicators since I last played. I should have braked a little bit more. Oh, it fell off. The 60 in the top left is frames, right? There's cats in there. I don't know if I've said this, but I got the game like 3 weeks ago. So that's fun. I'm not very, like, I'm not, like, the most well-versed in it. But once again, I've been watching content of it for a while. Hey, Two-Face, when did you make that, like, that one soap track? It was like when soap first came out, and then you had to, like, rotate your car to go through gaps. Jet ski? I don't remember the names of maps. But that's around when I started watching Two-Face. That was not a good jump. I made some French toast today at like 3 p.m. Don't judge me. French toast is an like all kind of time. It's an all-time food. I don't think that's what that traditionally means, but you get what I mean. Keep stumbling over the word mean. It was really good. Timeless, yes. Like you can eat French toast whenever you want. It's not only a morning thing. Wouldn't be so silly if we just had to like we were just restricted to that. Like what if it was against the law to have like French toast at like 3 p.m.? That would just be insane. Like what if I need French toast at like 2 a.m.? My sleep schedule, as you can tell, is like extremely consistent and very good. And that wasn't sarcasm because I hate sarcasm with a passion. You too? You love sleeping and on time and waking up on time? You see, I still have a 24-hour sleep schedule cycle. It's just not I just don't sleep for 8 hours. I sleep for like 4. If I sleep for over 6 hours, I'm just like wrecked for the rest of the day. That's 828 blocks. I don't know. I really don't know the standard for number of blocks per track. Is 800 a lot? It kind of feels like a lot. I have a feeling arms up was not the right thing there. The test map you were making? Yeah, for like one contraption, that's fair. Under 2K is good. You want to be under 4K? That's fair. I have a decent PC, and I don't think I've lagged on any maps, but also I haven't played maps that are like that big. I know that there are a couple of 10-minute maps for 10-minute lobbies. I think some of those would be fun. Yeah, that's not enough speed. I'm getting 60 frames, but I think my max is 60 frames. I have VSync on, and my monitor's refresh rate is only that. I believe this track was for a ZSL, like, black and white theme recently. I'm not fully sure on that, but that's what I was talking to the creator about. I have beat this before, it's just that one part is decently hard. I'm gonna be honest, you've got me very interested with what sort of contraption you've made. I've got no clue. That one isn't that interesting. Uh, I think that's up to you. Not up to you. I don't think that's up to you. One man's really interesting is another man's not interesting at all. You'll upload it real quick? Yeah, I'll definitely have a look at it. Just trying to focus on this. I do want to put down time. I'm just not fully sure how I'm supposed to do that consistently. That's the end of the 10 minutes. Host controls, level playlist. That's kind of a fun noise. Uploading. Fun. Host controls, not manage players, not level playlist. Should probably have assembled this ahead of time, but you know what, it's fine. Shuffles. I think it's time for Delta Rune. What is my stream doing there? True, fun noise. Uh, this is a decently difficult track, so I want to try for maybe like 30 minutes. That sounds reasonable. I didn't take that jump right. Good luck with the revolution. It's fine. Oh, they just left the game. I was gonna put it back in the playlist for them, but cool flip, which I'm paying so much attention to everything that's happening. 49-second on this map is fast. That's the world record in the bottom right. My personal best doesn't exist. You returned? Fun. Do I have a personal worst? Yes, I can show it to you. That was way too cool. Never mind, 1 second. Nope, still. I'm just trying to fail as quickly as possible. Come on, I can do it. Maybe if I arms up and then I just smack the light. Even to a face before, we're talking about an any percent death run. Well, death percent run. There it is. Where you try and die as soon as possible in a map. Yeah, that's fair. I wonder if there's a way to make it so that I guess Dapper's done some stuff with it, but like you actually finish when you die. So like you're trying to die as quickly as possible in different maps, but like your your car can't go through the checkpoint, but your body can. I wonder if there's a way to do that. Make a map where you actually have to die. I really don't think I'm gonna make it up the speed check. Yeah, I'm not. Dying as soon as possible could be fun. Well, in game. I realized how completely grim that sounds. But yeah, that doesn't seem like too bad of an idea. Sorry, I've just been kind of focusing on this. Do you use controller or not controller? Well, either any of you really. You use keyboard? I mean, that's not too bad. Do you use steering? Oh, you like controller better? Are you just not able to? Oh, you always forget to charge it and the cord doesn't work? Ah, that's rip. I use a wired Xbox controller. Do you use steering input limiters on keyboard? This map sucks. This raid. I really like this map. I mean, sure, it's difficult, but, like, I'm not gonna take it out on the track. It has a really nice flow. You always forget to charge it, and then the cord doesn't work. Yeah, that's sad. I think I already read that, but still. Just like the Jevil flight? What? The what? It is kind of funny that this map clears lobbies, though. They almost gave it 10 minutes. Maybe like 7. Let's see, how long have I actually been playing Zeepkist? Like, what's my hours in Steam? 13 hours, and I think about maybe like 9 or 10 of them are this map. Because I played it for 6 hours when the creator launched it, and then I went back and played it for a second session for like 2 hours, and then I went back and played it for like another hour, and now I'm still playing it. So yes, alright, like what do you mean by that? It's such like a focused map. But it's also so aesthetic. Oh, there's second checkpoint. I didn't make it a third. Broke all of my wheels there. Like that. Do you guys have any other level suggestions? I might start building soon. That's gonna take probably like an hour or two. I have no clue. I really like that jump, but it's just so difficult. And you gotta maintain so much speed through that jump for the speed check. Round is certainly a really good map creator. Made it to the part with the speed check again, but I didn't have nearly enough speed for that. See, that was a fast death. Oh, right, I asked how you guys were, but I never asked how your days were going. How's your guys' days going? My day was actually, like decently good. Like I said, made French toast. It was good. That jump's a little bit hard, but I more care about the transition between that checkpoint and this checkpoint. Because that's where you lose, like, a lot of your speed. And after that, it's, like, easy until the speed check. Like, I may have just lost enough speed for it to not matter. Like, I know why they put it in, but, like, it's definitely the toughest part of the map so far. I could probably have taken that jump better. Yeah, way better, considering I didn't make that one. Oh, did you upload the thing, Sora? This map is also like anti-parking game because the fan speeds you up so quickly initially. It's not like specifically anti-parking. It's just like it has measures in place that stops it from being able to happen. Which isn't necessarily bad. It's just these stairs look really fun to park on. That's literally my only thing about it. It's just stairs. But you go over, what is it, 21? Alright, I'm gonna try and focus on like maybe one more run before switching it to a different map. Alright, host controls, level playlist, add levels. You know, Christmas sounds fun. Oh, this does look really cool. Is that the star thing that I can see glowing? I keep just driving straight into that piece of track. That's a very short track. I can't expect for that to be longer. I'm just gonna perfect my time a little bit. That kills you. That's a little bit too early of a turn. That is good enough. I think that'll be a better time. Yep, 14.6. I'm just gonna try and shut it off a little bit. That was gonna be a slower time. Should I be taking that wide? No, I should be taking it like medium. And then I can take this around. I believe that's better time. 14.5. 14.1. Okay, I'm gonna move to a track. Oh, oh, this is a fun one. Bridge run. I played Bridge Run the other day. Apparently there's like 2 skips on it, but... Oh, I guess that's a podium. This one is like high speed banks. Okay, I am going to be right back. Alright, I'm back. How did we get so far out on ice? I guess I just didn't die from the fall. If I break a little bit here, won't I stick better? Oh no, I just won't. Does that say good luck, have fun? It does. Do all of them say that? Or is that just programmed? Like an arms up a little bit here. Stop me from bouncing too much. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that jump after that skip out. I believe I then have to go here. Yeah, this is a really fun transition. Right there. Yeah, I should not have turned there. Hey, Nova. How's it going? Playing some Zeepkist today. Oh, my first stream of it, I released a video the other day, though. Pretty good, how about you? I'm doing really good. Having fun. It looks fun. Yeah, it is. I believe you have it. If you want to join, you can, but I don't know how into racing games you are. You're definitely gonna try it sometime. Yeah, it is really fun. That booster did slow me down a little bit, but maybe it's enough to get the finish. It is. Cool. I just realized the time is still set to that. Uh, I didn't apostrophe there. Yeah, but as I was saying, you're welcome to try it now. You're also welcome to not try it out if you want to. Plus 101. Yeah. Not my best. Why am I up a third of a second? At this rate, I'll get a better time. Oh, my game just lagged. Didn't lag for too long, it looks like now. No, I'm up half a second. The shadows are doing, like, really interesting things there because of all of the streetlights there. I'd call this a very, like, fun map. It's very, like, Hobbs in aesthetic. You've got the helicopters carrying things over a bridge. Pretty sure that just is a Hot Wheels set. Now I'm up a whole second. Huh. Got a little bit slowed down there. Shouldn't be too bad. Ah, it was. Alright, I'll probably do like 1 or 2 more tries, and then I do want to get started on making my own level. Alright, last try, and then I'll start making my own. I do have some stuff to learn about the editor, though. Oh, hey, someone joined. I don't want to like immediately leave them, but also like I do. I've been streaming for like 75 minutes, and I haven't even done this thing in the title. Escape. Level editor. Level editor. Okay, fun. I'm actually gonna use keyboard and mouse for this. So I was thinking maybe I could start with this. Edit this. Scale 10. Grab another one of these. Scale also 10. I'm just gonna make a circle. See what I can do with that. And then I should probably have an entrance somewhere, so maybe 8, and then we can move it up. Probably less than 8 then, right? 5. $20. That's perfect. That means like we can get a Zeepkist car going through here. I'm not sure where the starts are. There one is. Or rather, there they all are. Rotate it this way, put it like... I wonder if I can get away with putting it right there. Oh, good luck with the building. Thanks, Sora. Is there a piece that would curve that into a wall ride? Maybe... Maybe that. And then I have no clue where the boosters are. There's text. Oh, there's a train filter. That's cool. Hmm. Not even sure where it would be. Does anyone in chat know where the boosters are? Is that it? No. I mean, I would also take a fan. Hmm. Is that how I would do it? Oh, there's the fans, so yeah, I guess. Rotation 90 degrees? Negative 90. Let's try 16 for us. And then F5, I believe, was to test it. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to have a different track piece here. Maybe like one of those, but how do I mirror it? Yeah, that would be like perfect if I could just mirror it. F. Is that what I want? I could get some road down. Ease into it. Okay. That was an accident. Control Z. And then I can. But I kind of want to scale up a Omni booster. So that I can just have it in the middle. And then I can just go decently far. If it starts on the inside, I don't think I need to. Yeah. All right here. I'm gonna go for like maybe 120. That seems like a good speed, and then scaling. Maybe 6 there. And then 30? Oh no, we need to go to like negative 50. No, I'm not sure if that'll work, but it might. It does. Pretty perfectly. Oh, let's try it at higher powers. Aside from the fact that I don't know how to access that now. Aside from that fact, it's great. Is that it? It is. That's interesting. And we're going to set these all to too high. Despite me already have changing the sky. I'll probably go for a little bit lower powered booster, but at the same speed. This is decently what I wanted, though. What happens when I leave this? Okay. Go to editor. How do I remove the grass at the bottom? I did actually want to move this fan back a bit. Go to the settings, change the range to higher. So that should work for that. Now I can put some checkpoints in place. There they are. Maybe like one right there. So it's definitely possible. That seems fun. And if I have it loop like that, I can then have one of the final checkpoints be up here. Make people go all the way at least once around and then up. Makes them go all the way twice around up. And then what can I do with this transition here? Hmm. Is that what I want to do? Can I edit this sound with the scale a little bit higher? Why does that thing have a little yellow bit? That seems fun. Opposition 12. That works out. That's perfect. I'm thinking maybe I finish like right there. We're gonna do 40 there. Bring it up a little bit, but not maybe not that much. So we should make 107. That feels good. I really like this background music. It's pretty good. Nice and chill. Then I'll add a checkpoint right. No, I want the bigger one. $120? No. 119. Oh, that's not correct. 17 feels right. Alright, before I paint it up, I should probably test this. F5. I'm gonna use my controller again. Then you go to the very top. That ending is tough. I wonder if I can use a fan at the top to, like, push you back down. That might be fun. maybe just off of that wall, because you don't need pushed down that much. It's just into the finish. Need some help. Oh, I guess it is possible. Alright. I think that that's decently fun. Just so people don't get lost, I am going to put another checkpoint probably right on this wall right here. Um, and I need to put the podium somewhere. Why not right there? Yeah, that should be good for that. Hmm. And then I think all is left is to paint it, right? The only question is, though, is that how do I remove the grass part? Hmm. Is it still possible if I have ice be... Not that. Not all of that, no. Tarmac that. Okay. If I have ice be that little red line, because that looks sick. And I think it would be fun. Uh... I go back into this, and then I go into this. This. How do I write the lines? I don't think that's a thing. Tarmac. Might have to ask the Discord. Alright, I asked them. I think this level is about ready. After that, though, I just have to paint up ice, ice, that, and, red ice for that. Make those ice. Oh, that's not intentional. Mm. Oh, someone in the Discord responded. The setting toggle base plate. Yep. Thank you. Fun. Just going to make sure that this is still possible. Okay. That seems still possible, but I still have to validate it, I believe. Oh, click the settings thing next to the globe. I only just read chat. Thank you. Yep, still possible. I think that's fun. I'm gonna have to repaint this. Can I remove the side borders on this? I can. Oh, I'm not going to remove the road, though. I don't. This level isn't set up for that. What I can do is paint it. Cool. I think that makes for a good first track. I'm gonna paint that too. Not Z fighting. Can you paint the fans? Oh, right, you can't because of how the Zeepkist texture system works. Wait, select the fan? Yeah, you just can't paint them traditionally because... Color on the right. Where is that? Oh, color right here. Yeah, isn't that because of how the Zeepkist texture system works, you can't have moving objects because it would shift the texture? Because it's like positioning based texture. Alright, I think that transition is pretty fun right there. I believe I have to validate it again because I was painting things. I was not paying attention. I should probably use controller to validate it. Oh. I might reuse that style transition in just like a little off the start thing instead of having to go through all of this in a different track. Can you make a suggestion? Yeah. Of course you can. The other start block would make that start way smoother. Okay. I'll definitely take a look at that. I'm gonna repaint that because it's hard to see right now. This start? Do you mean? Bottom middle? So that? Hey, Crown Coin. Oh, to the right of it, yeah? The one without the booster? Okay. Is that just like a flat start piece? Cool. What happens if I remove the start bounce? Not the start bounce, the start block. Flip it 180? Yeah, that would make sense. Or... Oh no, the Omni Booster just makes you go backwards. I didn't realize that. I was like, oh yeah, there's just a fan. It's just a pad, cool. Oh, you're a bit late. You were at your sister's school watching a music concert. Oh yeah, you're all good. 180. I don't think that's the correct axis, is it? Yeah. So, like that? Cool. And then I paint this. You know what? What does the roof do? How much friction does the roof have? I think that looks nice. Full? Cool. I mean, not like it matters that much. I have ice, so we're going down a strip in the middle here. If I... Yeah, that is pretty nice. Once again, I should probably start using controller when I validate. Do you have any other suggestions? You have one? What is it? Hard to explain typing. C, you can't type. Hmm. What would you prefer? Wall ride transition twist, or twist to transition into wall rides, like on this intro part, so it's less, like, you just basically don't just crash into the wall. Yeah, that seems definitely possible. And then I could probably then... how would that match up with this? I guess I can just see. Is it this one? No. Yes, I do. I'm in your Discord. I'm not in the call, I'm in your... I was saying I was in your, like, server. Do I have a server? I don't, actually. That's one of those. Figured I'd do that once I had more of like a viewer base to be in it. Hmm. Oh, sure. Although I believe you would have to call due to how the Discord settings are set up. Hey, I'm just gonna make sure stream can hear you. Can you talk real quick? Oh, that's lovely. It doesn't seem to be. I'm going to try and fix that real quick. Okay, it seems to work.
Has it been fixed?
Yes, that.
Aha! I'm like laying out all the viable like piece options right now, basically, that you could use
Uh-huh.
for like what I'm trying to explain, because there's many options.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know there was red ones. Those might work better to
Those
the red
these ones over
outsides.
here are the OG.
Yeah.
These ones on the right didn't exist until
Yeah,
this
just a little
last
bit
update.
ago. Yeah.
And then there's. I was also thinking you could do something along the lines of, well, no, that probably wouldn't work. So yeah, you said you have mods?
Yes.
What might make this easier then
Oh,
is
I might
if
be able
you
to
like,
just scale it
yeah,
to fit.
just do one of these doodads like that, kind of make it long, and then it
Mm-hmm.
sneaks up to the middle piece.
Yeah, I'm just trying to match the dimensions better.
If you need different dimensions, you might need a different piece like this, like how these are the three same pieces, but they're just smaller versions of each other or
Mm-hmm.
larger versions of each other.
Yeah, that would make sense. I'm gonna try it. I wonder if I can just extend this piece out.
That's a weird angle though.
Yeah.
At the beginning. Did you
That's
get
3 is
grid
way too
scaler?
much. Grid scaler? I believe so, yes.
You have a number pad.
Yes.
Press 9
9?
on the number pad. And then, yeah, select something. Sorry, your stream's a little bit behind, so I'm waiting.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do you see like little dots come up?
I do not.
You might not have grid scaler then.
I might not. I thought I did.
Probably a hard task, but you should try to make it so that Mackie won't beat the whole entire lobby. Yeah, you just have to trick Mackie. That's the only way you can do it.
I bet Dapper has done it before with like some random cheese.
I mean, Mackie got 9th in Dapper's last video.
Wasn't Dapper's last video a normal track?
Quote did you not
Quote?
watch it? It's
I
quote a normal track.
I
It's
have it
not a
saved to my
normal track.
watch later. I have not watched it yet.
It's not normal. I promise you that. He called it a normal track to mess with our heads.
Is there like a twisty bit that like doesn't rotate but like just twists?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember to show you. Thank you for reminding me because I was trying to get there. So there's this one.
Oh, so that's what the blue
There's
thing with the exclamation point does.
there's uh that's not the folder. This one? No, that's wrong. That's bad. Don't look at that. This one and
Where's that second one? That one looks perfect.
this one.
Yeah.
This is in Wall Ride Transitions Road, and it's this guy here.
Uh,
So this curve up,
Mhm.
and then
Cool.
that guy.
And then I'll probably have to make it smaller.
See on my screen how I get like dots?
Uh-huh.
So this is grid scaler. So like basically what I can do is select like all of these, right?
Mhm.
And then scale all of them at the same time, like any direction I want.
That seems great. I
It's
thought
awesome.
I got that.
9 to enable it on the numpad, and then you have to use Y to click around. But
Yeah, that's what you said in the Discord.
yeah,
I'm trying to see if that makes any sense.
that might work. You might want to move it. Move the like quarter pipe piece down real quick, just so that I can see.
Oh, I deleted it.
Oh, did you? Okay. Can you move the? Did you scale the twisty piece?
Yes.
Okay.
I might be able to do a little bit less. Oh, no, that's not a good idea.
How did you scale it?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
you scaled it shorter. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's not the right direction.
Did you install Vertex Snapper?
I believe so.
All right. Let me teach you Vertex Snapper real quick. So I'm gonna. Oop. Come on. Come on. All right. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it on a 0 grid, and I'm gonna move it around to a random spot so it's no longer on the grid. If I try to like put this on a grid, like it just won't line up anymore unless I got really lucky somehow. No, it's not lining up. So Vertex Snapper, you have the thing highlighted you want to snap. You hold control and you get this little ball that comes up on all the vertices of the piece, and then you can click and drag, and then
It's
it will
like-
always line up.
Wait. Which do I click and drag?
Whichever one you want to move. So if you want the start to stay in the same spot, then you click and drag the other piece. If you want the other piece to stay in the same spot, you drag the start. But what you could do, and what might be the easiest thing to do, is get a wall ride transition piece set up in a way that it looks like it would work smooth, and then attach the start to that piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Vertex Snapper is very weird.
It seems a little bit finicky, but it seems extremely
It's-
useful.
It's very finicky and very useful. I can even give you an example of it being finicky for me in a map that I actually did end up releasing, and it like corrupted the map a little bit. Where is it? I have too many tracks. Some of them not even finished. I don't even remember what I called that map. was this one, wasn't it? It was Trash Salads map. This piece over here.
Oh, that's the one where it deleted a bunch of the.
It like got rid
Yeah.
of this. It's not deleted. It's over. It was over. It's right here.
Huh.
It got moved over here somehow. I don't even know how. I was literally telling myself earlier today that I was gonna fix this and re-upload it.
Seems like you're doing that now.
Basically.
Is it also scaled differently?
It's just weird.
Yeah. That is wacky.
I think it's gonna have to be the big one. And then hey yo, I fixed the track.
Cool.
Now all I have to do is re-upload it, revalidate it, and re-upload it.
I imagine
the
that's
validation
something
time's
that's
gotta
like
be the
bothered
sweaty
you in
time.
the back of your head for a while.
What's that?
I said I imagine that's something that's bothered you in the back of your head for a while.
A bit, only because like I know for a fact that that piece was in the correct spot when I like
And that it's not your
validated the
fault.
track. Yeah, well, it's also just a really hard track to validate. You know, like it's basically a challenge track. I could validate the other side and be lazy, but I mean, come on, who wants to do that?
The con side.
Yeah, the con side.
I,
Con
I
side's not
do
even
like the
fun.
cult of raccoons there.
Oh yeah, I tried so hard to make all these raccoons. This is probably not fast enough. I'm
The
probably doing this
raccoons
way
in
too
the
slow.
little trash pile are so cute. My stream
I'm
has
trying to
no
step
clue
up
what I'm
like my
talking about.
aesthetics game. What's that?
I said my stream has no clue what I'm talking about.
Oh, hello. Just share Discord. It's fine. Oh, I am not going to make this speed check 132, and I need 136. I might see if I can get Zeepkist soon. Bye, Zeepkist.
Zeepkist is a very fun game.
Super addicting. You might lose your life to it.
I liked it more than I thought I would, and I thought I would like it.
Same.
Okay, so
No.
it's like really jank, but what do you think of this transition?
Hold on. Ah, that's not a scene. Oh. What piece is that? I don't know if that's gonna work, man. I think you got the arced piece.
Yeah, it's probably not.
Let me like theory craft with you here for a second. Is that just a tube piece you have scaled up?
No, this is the...
No, I mean like the big round.
Yeah, I
main
know.
body of the... Okay, sorry.
It's this one. Waiting for Streamblade.
Oh, it's quarter pipe piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually with the 380 wall ride.
Oh. Okay. So I'm just gonna use a tube because I'm lazy.
I remember from like a video like way like a year or two ago, Unique said that the wall ride pieces have slightly more hitbox vectors. So for this kind of like round track, I wanted to be able to not have Unity bounces as much.
Right. So for me, I might even rotate that start piece because, like, what I feel like I would do in this instance, we should just make this.
I'm
Like,
gonna be honest,
10,
I forgot I could do that.
10, 10. There. Now it should be on the grid. I don't want that. That's gross. Let's get rid of that. Then we'll get this guy. Then we can grab. So the way I would set it up personally, I'm not telling you you have to do this because everyone should experience Zeepkist at their own pace. So if you want to say, go away Two-Face, I can do this myself. That's totally fair. But the way I would do it, it's not gonna work, is it?
Also, I don't think I introduced you. Chat, this is Two-Face.
Hey, yo!
He's a YouTuber that very popular in the Zeepkist community. Very cool guy.
Yeah, that's probably how I'd set it up right there. So, like, if I put a fan behind this... Let's see, where's the fan? Why
I'm
am I a
honestly
loser?
not sure I need a fan, because I realized that I put in the Omni Booster afterwards.
Right. I don't have the Omni Booster in mind, so I'm just using a fan for simplicity without scaling.
The Omni Booster is just, like, way down there.
Merely an example. There we go. So if I get my fan here, now what should happen is I can just immediately turn left and then shoop right onto the wall, nice and smooth.
Yeah, that's a decently smooth transition. How lined up is that to the wall?
It's pretty close. I could probably get it better too, honestly. Like
oh yeah,
a little bit
that's really
clipped
good.
through. But like I usually take it and I bump it like 2 at a time. Oh come on. Why is it being weird? Yeah, that's pretty close. That won't even give you a bump. You won't even feel that one. There's definitely like other more optimal ways you could do it. But like just being fast and like trying to show you without wasting a bunch of time. That's the best I got. It would be a lot easier if I did it with quarter pipe pieces. And I actually did it on grid. And the reason that is, and actually the reason it would actually work better with yours, here, I'm going to do it with yours. We're going to do, it's not in here. It's this one.
Oh, real quick, what do you think of this?
Do you have a... Why is it like clipping in and out at the top of that wall ride?
Because this curve just overlaps a little bit. Because it is curved in. It's not quite the same curve. But because you have to get from that point to that point to that point, I don't think most people would be driving over this part.
Right, no, for sure. Just do... Oh, that's way too high. Okay, that's fine. So, because we have this crease here, right? If we have the vertex snapper tool, if I can find the piece I'm looking for, what I can do instead is I can intentionally move this piece like a little bit this way first.
And then line it up on the side.
Piece. Yeah. There we go. And that should be like perfect right there.
How do you multi-select?
Shift.
I'm so used to it being control.
Yeah. Zeepkist is a little bit different. This piece is too wide though, so I probably wouldn't use this piece. I'd probably use the next smaller one.
Or just meticulously scale it, but at that point.
Right.
I think that's the piece I'm using right here.
Yeah.
See the little clip over.
Even then you can do like where was the second one that I said I didn't want to use? This one.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
That's not properly lined up. Hold up. Oop.
Yeah, it's not properly lined up, but you can still see the angle.
Oop. All right, cool. So this one, and then all I would have to do to make this work and not be all weird and clippy
Just
You just
smooth it a little
like
bit.
extend it this way a hair until it just works.
What happens
It
if you
just
just
works.
rotate a little bit?
You could do that.
Like if I
Just a
just
lot harder to build on a non-grid axis.
yeah. That's not the right axis. The really funny thing is that I'm so used to Y being the height axis that this is familiar to me from like Minecraft and a few other things. But
Mm-hmm.
everything else, it's just not that. C is the up and down.
What do you mean?
Like XYZ. Z
Mm-hmm.
is typically up and down.
Z is typically up and down.
Is it?
I feel
Yes,
like
it
Y is
is.
typically up and down.
It is when you think about like 3D printers, car manufacturers. The Z-axis is the up and down. Because when you think
Hmm.
of X and Y, that's how you think of a typical graph, and then they just made that the base plate. It's wildly inconsistent, like all things in America.
Right. It do be how it is. But yeah, you can see like I'm getting close. Like if I just keep scaling, it'll eventually. Yeah, there we go. I think that's it. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, and see, like the more you scale it, the more it will like feather this out.
Yeah.
I've scaled it quite far, but like it's really still not bad. And then you could even like overlap your start block inside of the end of this piece,
Yeah.
like this. And then people would never be able to tell because it looks like the same piece basically.
Yeah. Except for that little lip
It's a
there.
little fat, yeah. It's because the track starts to tuck down there. That's why. And then right there as well, but I don't even know if I'm in a fan. I don't think I have a fan placed right now. I'm going backwards, oh no.
Just got that slightest right there.
I do gotta make a map tonight. The one I'm working on right now is Ruby Underground.
That sounds like a cherry map.
Aren't all my tracks scary?
I said cherry.
Oh, cheery. I mean, it's just tubes right now, but it's gonna be like a cave
Yeah.
aesthetic. Oh, why am I getting frames? Holy cow. Hello? What was that?
Or rather, why are you lacking them?
Right. That didn't make any sense. Zeepkist never does that to me.
Oh, you've watched Two-Face before? You think one of his first videos you watched was when he made a track for his girlfriend?
Oh, hey.
She was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is.
She was. She might not be. She's at work right now. So she was watching you while she was working.
Yeah, either way, all good.
Yeah, I don't have very much of this map done. Like 36 seconds. But yeah, I think you're on the right track. And then like my only other suggestion would be those wall ride transfers that are at the top that are like angled up. I'd
Uh-huh.
probably those are like a lot harder to hit. I mean, it's your call if
I
you want
could
it to be like more
probably smooth
technical.
that out, but I really like that it's that technical.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's a taste thing, right? So
I just like the line that you have to hit to do that. which I think I said earlier in the stream, I might take this as its own intro at some point,
Mm-hmm.
just for a more technical track. But also, I've had this idea of building like this kind of ring sort of thing for like 3 years.
Jeepers.
I think I got it to a scale that I like, but now I just have to dial in where I want to put it.
If you set your XZ to 0.2, you can use your arrow keys to bump it over spaces.
It's a little bit. Yeah, 0.2 seems to be the smallest one.
It is. If you have Blueprints X, you can set custom ones,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice.
That I do
I should
have, like, for sure.
probably do that. I have so many mods. My mods list is so long.
Didn't you say you had all of them
scale
except 2?
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
That's not bad. Drive it. Feel her out.
Oh, right.
Well, not your starting line is. Hey, it still worked. Pretty flawlessly, even.
I'm not sure I would call that flawless, but it still worked. What is the default XE?
16, unfortunately. I try to keep mine at 4, though.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just I initially lined this up,
16.
and then I realized that I then misaligned the other one, so that doesn't even matter.
Yeah. So what you want to do to use Vertex Snapper is you want to be looking at the tracks so that nothing is behind them, because if anything is behind those track pieces, it
It'll
will
snap
clip
to that.
onto the thing that's behind it.
Oh,
So if you
that's,
look like down into that void and then do the control drag, it literally won't have another place to go.
I am very confused how this works.
You want to take the vertice that you want to the place you want it to be. So like for example, the angle you're looking at right now. Okay, let me demonstrate again because it's like just hard to explain. Gonna move this one around again on a 0 grid scale. Then just gonna place another random one here. All right. So like this piece, right? If I wanted this piece to align with this piece properly, you want to touch the corner to the corner, right? So like if I take this corner here, oh, that's not what I want to do. If I take this corner here and drag it over to this corner, it'll snap to that corner.
Okay.
So like you always want to bring it like corner to corner, basically.
So I take this corner here, bring it to that corner. I've just selected this first. I forgot about that. Like that?
Hold on.
Stream
Yeah.
delay.
Yep. Exactly like that.
Almost perfect. If not perfect.
It should be perfect because it literally just takes the value of that vertex and matches it to the other value.
Yeah, it was just the texture of the brick that I painted on the side here that tripped me up.
That made it not look great.
Yeah. Because I haven't painted this part yet. And then if I run that. Oh yeah, that's so much smoother. That's much smoother than crashing into the wall and hoping. I think earlier I completed this with 3 wheels. But yeah, that is That is much smoother. Ah, that was so close.
Yeah, you just want to. So, I mean, the thing about this game too, right, is like people will kind of be upset if there's like a sense of randomization to a track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people kind of will like talk about it a lot for a second and then like not really play it very much.
I mean, it's why you use fans instead of boosters in the beginning.
Exactly. So like anytime you bounce really hard in this game because of the way
That Unity
because
deals with that.
yep. Yeah. So you want to try to like eliminate bounces if you can. Like
Yeah.
flat landings are pretty harsh. And if you do have a flat landing, that's fine. You just want to use like a feather block.
Mm-hmm.
But I always try to make I mean personally, and this is just like I think it's a flavor thing because I don't have any issues with feather blocks, but like I always try to make it like I try to calculate my jumps and make them like land smooth.
That's part of what I like about the Deltarune level so much, is that intro
Yeah.
jump is very calculated.
Like
Like you
this jump
talked
that I
about.
have right here in the beginning of my ADHD map
Uh-huh.
is literally just a break tap to land it. And you land it
That's
smooth.
really cool.
It's consistent every time. It was funny because like Dapper, we played this map the other day, and Dapper asked me like how you do this jump in the beginning. I'm like, dude, you just hold brakes. Works every time. And the best way to do that is if you have the Trails mod.
Mm-hmm.
Then it gives you like a little like trail. I'll show you
Ghost
after I
thing.
try a run. It's
Yeah.
not like quite a ghost. It's just like a
It's just like a
line.
little, yeah, of your former run.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have that.
yeah. That's the best way to like line up stuff and like feel out the
Like,
technicality of
oh,
the
I need
track
to
and
go a
stuff like
little
that.
bit before that guy.
So yeah, you can see like
Mm-hmm.
all the lines and exactly how smooth everything is. It's very helpful.
Yeah.
This was another track. I don't know how it broke, but it broke. I ended up recording this, but I
Uh-huh.
never ended up uploading it because there is a lost checkpoint somewhere on this map and I can't find it to delete it. So it's literally impossible to finish. But it
Oh.
says it's validated somehow,
I wonder if you could.
which I
Well,
don't
I guess there's
understand.
not numbered checkpoints, but you could probably go into the file, delete all of them.
Right, but they're all
It's not
like
like a good
numeric values,
solution,
and I
but
don't know what
like,
those numeric values are.
yeah,
I'd have to like team up with Unique, but it's just not that big a deal. I'll just take the L and make another track, another day. So
yeah. There's got to be a way to do that.
probably
Like
ask like
maybe
a mod
just look at a
maker to make it.
yeah, just look at a parts list and then be able to cycle through them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's like some random thing on this map even that I just like accidentally sent to the stratosphere.
I made this track on stream too. Now I kind of feel worse that I didn't upload it because I made it on stream.
Yeah, that looks like a sick track. But it's
This end is really
unfinishable.
mean. I made it specifically to be mean to the boys.
I would say that that's less bad than that just like super like just a ton of lights in that one tunnel from the tracks from the other day that you played.
Ton of lights in the one tunnel. Are you talking about
It was like a
the when I was
complete
streaming?
yes.
Okay, so it was a user submitted track.
Yes.
I was like, the worst lights map I have is like a Calamity Inc., but of course it's bad. It's a Calamity Inc. track, and those are always bad. Like, that's the point.
Those are lovely. That's the point of those, is that it's actually making the best thing that everybody can.
I mean, there are oftentimes some really great stuff in Chaos Inc.
Yeah. I
Uh,
hear the intro notes to that, and I heard it in, I believe, your video, and it
yeah,
reminds me of that one Portal song. I don't know
yeah,
if you've
that's what
ever
it is.
played Portal. That's
This
what it
is a
is?
triumph. I'm
Oh, that...
making a note here. Huge
Yeah.
success. Yep. Yep.
Well, that's great.
Ah. Aperture science. We do what we want because we can.
I've actually used that line outside of, like, video games.
Ah. This no mart in the beginning used to say before I made them change it, Khan's not smart on it.
That's
And then
really funny.
so they just changed it to no mart. And then they were like, those who know will know. And then I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. I'm like, I don't care if you insult me on my track, it's my track. But if you're insulting them, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good little Easter eggs all over the place on these tracks, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you would never notice all of them, you know? There's
Unless you
just too
took
much going
some
on.
time.
You'd literally just have to sit here for, like, forever.
Yeah.
I think the Tablooble is probably my favorite, or the Teblerine.
The thing that's definitely copyright free.
Yeah, no. Don't obey this sign.
Yeah, that's such a lovely little detail. Because
The
it's a paradox.
arms left is hilarious to me. arms left.
You can't complete it without arms left.
Yeah, can't complete with the arms left. There's no control for that.
Imagine if the hitboxes were that precise that you could make a track that you couldn't complete without your arms being left. Like you
I
have
don't
to
think
do
your
a
arms have any
returning
like
thing.
mass in this game.
I don't think they have a hitbox, but they definitely have like some sort of like drag.
They have like a visual drag,
Yeah.
but not like a drag that affects your car until you're doing arms up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna paint this real quick before I...
Do it.
Well, before I keep not focusing and then looking at the Chaos Sync, because there's just so much to look at.
There is that's what I like about them though. Like they suck,
so much
right?
to
They
see.
suck to drive, but there's so much to look at.
I can't...
It's like the Zeepkist track version of those like find it puzzles. You know, the pictures where it's like find all the people, or like where's Waldo kind of, or
Where's Waldo? But it's just like 90 different things. It's like I Spy books.
what is it? Yeah, I Spy books. That's what I was trying to think of. It's basically like the I Spy book. I should make that the challenge. We should, you know, like have like a separate goal of like find the thing here, or like, you know, that'd be
That
funny.
actually
Be a good
makes
way
me
to get the
think-
guys to stop complaining.
Khan's been doing a lot of things with like logic and stuff where like you could just do that. Sure, people could brute force it, but like you could just have several doors and be like... Well, I guess you could do it with a dropper map. Find this object, and then that object is where you can go through.
dude, a dropper map in Zeepkist. Imagine. Also, hi, also fellow old school Minecrafter here. I started playing Minecraft 1.2.5 beta.
It was after beta. I was Xbox 360 release on the day it
Oh,
released.
you did you were before Bedrock even. You did the Xbox edition
Yeah.
one. Yeah. I can't believe I just finished Chaos Inc. just now. That was dumb.
Like, the only, I think the only, like, kind of maps that we had on Xbox was, like, the 4 minigame maps.
My first YouTube uploads were Redstone not tutorials, showcases.
That's fantastic. You said that was back in, like, 2015?
Let me look. I still have them on my uploaded. They're on my YouTube. They're just not
They're just
listed.
unlisted.
I have them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do
Let me
you
go to my studio real
remember
quick.
when Soap Wheels came out? You made that one track where you had to, like, rotate yourself to go
Yeah.
through different holes.
It's
That,
the game show one. Yeah.
yeah, that was my first video of yours, and I have no clue how long ago that was.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I just played that the other night. It's called "I'm So Soapy" is what that track's called.
Yeah.
Is it in here or is it in my? Here it is. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just about fitting through the hole, and that's the whole track.
Yeah.
You just got to fit through the hole.
I've been thinking about stuff with, like, Soap Wheels and stuff. Not you flawlessing it at the first try.
I have many hours in this game.
You have many hours on that track.
It's this. This is the hardest part right here.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm gonna get a finish. Let's go. Not the skilled finish though, just the regular one.
I
First try,
really
though?
liked
Still
your
hype?
use of the Omni Booster there on Soap. And I thought about making a whole underwater map where that's, like, the main point. It's just a giant Omni Booster, but you have to, like,
Did you
drift your way through
see-
Soap.
There's one I did called Zeepski. I think it was the same week as this.
I
Zeepski.
might have.
And it's just
Oh, yeah,
a
I
drift
remember
track.
that. Yeah.
And it's super fun. This is one of my favorite tracks I've ever made because it's just like so. It feels so smooth when you get it right.
Yeah. And you could, of course, spend hours perfecting lines for that.
Oh, for sure.
Did you ever take that to a pro lobby? I don't remember.
Did I ever what?
Take that to a pro lobby?
Oh, yeah, my tracks. So like, the difference between Cosmo, Con, and Dapper and me is that typically I try to build tracks that appeal to the community, right? So my tracks typically get playtime after the video, whereas like Con, Dapper, and Cosmo's tracks only get played by people who are Con, Dapper, and Cosmo fans. You know what I mean? Like
Well, you try
the
to make things
community,
for, like,
like
the general Zeepkist community.
at large, right? Like I try to make tracks that are considered like acceptable. You know what I mean? Whereas like, you know, how people like always say in like con videos, like in the chat, like this track is pain. Well, they don't like typically get replayed. Like the one that I just made last, which the video's not out for, but this one, like I know people will play this. This one's super fun to play.
Oh,
Like
that looks
this is the last
sick.
track I made. I'm releasing this video Saturday.
It almost reminds me of like FNAF, that beginning part.
It's all just like you get these tubes and then you get like a place to line up and then you just have to like kind of let the tube carry you. And then you get like regular, it's all tubes, right? So you kind of know what to expect for the completely dark parts, but like as long as you're meeting up with those like orange little balls, the tube will
those
carry you
eyes
through.
are so cool.
Yeah, Sora did the eyes. Sora's a great builder. And the red eyes
Yeah.
and chain.
Do you
And
want to
it's
know
like-
something really funny?
Go for it.
I just finished my track in the in my peripheral vision, except I missed a checkpoint because I was just like, you know what? I'll just skip that one, and then I made the
Uh,
finish.
you're like, it's fine. Forget about it.
But it's fine because I just did it again.
I got a ton of compliments on like, or from
I
like,
love the grid
the
there.
people I'd consider pro players on this one.
Uh-huh.
Mackie and Lindsay really liked it. They DM'd me about it. So that was a huge compliment. Even though like Lindsay's like my mod in my Discord and on YouTube, and then Mackie and I were just friends. So like
Visually, I know that you said that you've been trying to make more visual tracks. That it looks so cool, dude. I like the use of
honestly,
the new
like
glass texture. I don't remember what that's called.
when Sora and I build tracks together, we cook. We did
Didn't you guys do that pirate ship one?
the 99 bottles, but a
Yeah.
can ain't one. Yeah, it should be at the top actually. 99 bottles. Did I save over it? Lol. Get wrecked me. I have the asset file. I think I accidentally saved over the top of it. This is we built like
Nuka
Nuka-Cola Quantum. We built all these bottles first, and then we built the track around it. We even built this stupid cheese at the end before we built the rest of the track and the pirate ship and everything.
That's
like
fantastic.
This was the first thing we built, basically. Was the cheese.
The eye. I missed the eye.
The eye is how you get the finish. So you have to go like the cheese. Right, check this out. Check out how stupid this is. You come in here, you have to literally climb a wall of a can.
That's kind of funny.
And get to the top, and then be on top of another can, die to the eyeball, and clip through the can and float to the finish.
Just descend.
And then what's even funnier is that if you go back in here, there's like if you go to the right, there's a finish over there. You see it, and there's the cactus dude. And if you try to go near it, it blocks you, and the cactus dude gets angry because you tried to finish. So there's like a fake cheese inside the real cheese. Like you have to know that the cheese is in this really crazy, stupid place up here. And you have to be aligned on top of a can on the ceiling, or else you won't clip through it. So like if you're like here, you won't clip through. You have to be like here. It's very finicky.
That almost reminds me of the any % death speedrun. I don't know.
And then we also had
Sora was talking about it in my chat earlier. It's just like how quickly can you die? The Zeepkist like character body is lighter than the car, right?
I believe so.
So you could theoretically make it so that like you have a bunch of different tracks, and then you've like modified them to be the only way you can finish is by dying.
Yeah.
To make it so that the first person who can die on the track wins.
Essentially, yeah.
But that sounds like a fun concept.
I don't know if fans affect you differently though. I don't know how that's coded. I can mess with that.
Like, you just get yoinked by a fan, but only after you die because your body is lighter. And the fan force isn't enough to, like, take your car.
Something like that, yeah. I don't know why I don't have this track saved. I legit must have. I did. Look, this is the save file. But I saved over it with this track, which is, what was that one called? Calamity Dimensions.
That has a lot of twisty bits.
Calamity Dimensions. It was this one. This is the finished one.
Oh, I liked that one.
Everyone hated this. Unique legitimately called it a bad track on their recording. I'm like, that's fine. You're just not skilled enough at your own game to be able to appreciate it, okay?
You really outdid yourself with aesthetics on that one.
What's funny is like this is pretty lazy aesthetics for me. Like the raccoon took me way longer.
I can see how the raccoons would take you way longer. I just like the general theme of that one. Did you just do a loop skip?
Yep. That was found like in the recording lobby, basically. Oh, I clipped my wheel. I should still be able to make it though. There's a catch-up booster. I never put catch-up boosters, but there's a catch-up booster here.
Never, except for that once.
Well, because they were complaining about my tracks being impossible to finish, and then they still didn't finish this one, so... The pain of, like, being so good a player... And listen, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here or anything, because I really genuinely don't think that I'm, like, anywhere near... I'm not top 10. I might not even be top 20 players in this game. But, like... I don't know. It's a curse, kind of, like not knowing how. I just don't feel like I know how difficult things are sometimes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
When
Like,
Khan complains about speed checks,
dude, like, and
you're like, I didn't know
I want to
that
show
was
you. I
speed
want to
check.
show you an idea I have because I think it'll be really funny.
I haven't gone slow on that part yet. You haven't what?
I gotta hold on a second. I want to make a track called like Speed Check Central or something, and then have it full of speed checks like little tiny hills, right?
Oh,
like
just like really tiny.
The
ones.
smallest of hills, and then like have a bunch of like signs around the hill being like warning, speed check, but really you have enough speed for it, just to make fun of like the things that they call speed checks. Because like
that sounds incredibly fun, but at the last one you have to put a slow stir so that they actually have to have enough speed to make it over the tiniest hill.
I just think it'd be really funny to have like a bunch of really tiny itty bitty little hills, and then be like, "Careful, there's a speed check here." Put like warning signs. My favorite thing to use for con, and I'm sure you've seen this a few times, but my favorite thing to use for con is if you go into the statues folder. And then go into this part. That he complained once about me using this. He's like, Two-Face, the finger doesn't tell me where to go. Why are you putting fingers everywhere? And then I made let's see. I made this in response, and I literally made a tunnel of the finger pieces.
I saw that.
And spiraled them. That was my response to him being like, Two-Face, I can't tell where the fingers are telling me to go. Go here, Con.
I do think
go
it's
into this
very
tunnel of
funny
fingers
when you make tracks that just completely make fun of people.
It's super funny, yeah.
Because it's not like just making fun of people, like you said earlier. You had to take out the Con is not smart. But
right, like I'm not trying to make fun of people. I'm just trying to
criticism and being like, "Oh yeah, you wanted this? Okay, here."
Yeah, right. You want it to be more clear? Here's your more clear. It's right here. Con, you go here. Right here. And if you can't make that because you have a skill issue, that's not my problem. This is the way you go.
I think that's almost a perfect version of that. I would have just scaled up one of those and made it really big and point to, like, the very end of it would be the finish.
Yeah.
So, like, the only way it could point is towards the finish. But it's still pointless because it doesn't point towards anything.
But it's not pointless. There's a finger and it's pointing. So it can never be truly pointless because it's always pointing. This is another map I did that was similar to... See, I did like the same method with like the grid here. I never released this map though because it was me and Cosmo and my cousin Zed. And we had a whole section of this video where we literally just thought it would be funny to start just swearing. Like every curse word in the book. And then I was like, I don't want to edit this video, so I just never uploaded it.
Yeah, that's
This is a track that is... This track is uploaded, and people do play this in lobbies sometimes.
The video's not uploaded, but the track is just spontaneously there.
Right.
Yeah, I tend to be fairly PG, and if it's a video, I'll definitely edit it out. I don't care if people swear on my live streams that much.
That's how I am. Like, I really don't care what language is used on my live streams. My videos that I put out are marked like as not for children, but that doesn't mean that I swear in them.
Yeah.
And every now and then, like Unique said shit in one of my videos,
Hmm.
and I think Khan also said shit in one of my videos. And like,
Khan said it in a lot
I
of
didn't-
them.
I didn't edit either of those out. But like at
Yeah.
the same time, like a singular shit in a video, I feel like remembering back to when my parents cared about like the stuff that I watched, I don't think they really cared if there was like just one shit in something. You know what I mean? Like they knew that I knew that it was like a bad word and that I shouldn't say it. You know what I mean? Like as a young Two-Face.
As a young Mingo, my parents just really didn't care because they swore a ton. So
And
they
see,
weren't gonna like keep
like
it from me.
IRL,
It's
I
not
swear
like they could.
all the time. So that's why I don't care in my like I have like a recording brain that I can like lock into where I know like not to swear no matter like what happens.
Mhm.
Every now and then I'll slip up, but it's very uncommon.
Yeah. I don't swear anyway. It's just I know that it's offends some people, so I really don't care, so it just doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
But I don't care if you do. Like I don't
Fair.
care if that's like a collective view. Like I don't care if anyone does.
This one was fun to hear them whine about. People still
Yeah,
whine about
that's
this one.
fair. It's just a lot of energy to deal with that.
Oops. I clicked away from your stream to check my studio because I couldn't remember. Oh, wait. I remember why I was checking my studio. Because I was going to tell you when I uploaded my Redstone videos. Content.
What should I name this track?
Tubetacular.
I like that.
My first video was uploaded November 29th, 2012.
That's very solid. That means that you're technically an OG Minecraft YouTuber.
Technically, yeah. And I had been playing for probably...
Well, you played the beta. You're definitely an OG Minecrafter.
Right.
Do you have the Two-Face name?
Back then, no, I had a completely different name.
Oh, you just completely used a different name? Where did Two-Face come from?
Where did Two-Face come from?
Yeah.
My sophomore year of high school, I was a skater.
Uh-huh.
My sophomore year of high school, my grandfather dropped me off at my house after school.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandfather and I, in the summers, we would like buy cars off of Craigslist, fix them and resell them.
Okay.
You know, just flip cars from Craigslist.
I've done that before.
And we had just gotten done fixing up this Mazda Miata that had like a really big engine dropped in it. And so it was like a really tiny car with like a really big engine, you know, so it had power to it. And he's not a slow driver. Car people are not slow drivers, you know what I mean? So what happened was he dropped me off. I went in the garage, got my skateboard, and like snuck up behind him and held onto the back of his car. And he started driving and he didn't know I was there.
You hitched
and
a big block engine Mazda Miata?
Yeah. And there was he was driving and I started to feel speed wobbles, and I'm smart. Like I know if I feel speed wobbles, I should let go, right? But I let go, and this at the same time, I shit you not, the same time as letting go, just so happened there was a chunk of the road missing. And I was probably going like somewhere between like 30 and 45 on a skateboard. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Dumb
It
speed.
wasn't until I thought about the hitching that I was like, oh right, this is the story of why you're named Two-Face.
Yeah. And I landed face first on the ground. I tried to... So, like, my reactions, like, I can't tell you that this happened, but I can tell you from the outcome that this happened, if that makes sense. So, I tried to like cover my face with my hands, but I didn't have a fast enough reaction.
Uh-huh.
So my hands ended up crossing in front of my chest, and I broke my right side of my wrist on my right arm against the left side of my wrist on my left arm,
Uh-huh.
and they snapped into each other and broke each other. And then
Because you're going
I
50
broke
on a
my
skateboard.
face. I broke my face from my right eye socket to my top teeth. So like,
Oh,
if
that
you just kind of like
is...
draw a
Yeah.
line down like between your cheekbone and your nose right there.
Hmm.
I broke my face and I had road rash all down that side of my face. So when I went back to school to like, kind of update everyone, literally the very first thing that was said about me was, "You look like Two-Face from Batman." And then people just started calling me Two-Face like as a nickname from then on.
You seem
And
to have
so
owned it, so props to you.
yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
I There are some people that definitely would.
Yeah, I don't care. Like people like, I'm gonna dox myself right now, but my like IRL name is Benjamin.
Uh-huh.
And people are always like, "Do you go by Ben or Benjamin or Benny? Like, what do I call you?" And I'm like, I literally tell people like, whatever you have the most fun calling me, or like whatever you're most comfortable with saying, just say
Hmm.
it. I don't care.
Yeah. That's entirely fair.
A name is just a word. Like, it doesn't matter to me at all. Like, calling me something doesn't change who I am as a person in any way, shape, or form. So like,
Yeah.
whatever. Just do what you want to be comfortable. And that actually throws people off sometimes. You know what I mean? They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, I can't decide. I can't choose one." I'm like, "Well, depends on how you want to like if it's a coworker, I'm like, just call me Ben." You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Hmm.
easy and simple. If it's someone that I think I'm going to be like in like some sort of like friendship with, then I'm like, call me Benny, because like all my other friends call me Benny, and it'll be weird if you are the one person not calling me Benny.
Uh-huh.
And then like with people that like I'm never gonna see again, like they usually just call me Benjamin. So it's like, But like my
Yeah.
mom calls me Benji, my uncle calls me Benifer. Like I've been called like
90
all the things.
billion
Yeah, so like
variations
it
of
just has
that.
never upset me because my whole family has always just called me different things my whole life.
Kind of on that note, do you want to hear something really funny?
What's that?
People talk about mangoes a lot more frequently than you would think,
Uh huh.
and half the time I almost say yeah when they say the word.
You're like, yeah. Yeah, no, like because I was called like Two Face
Hmm.
like IRL. Like
Uh-huh.
I DJ'd for a little bit even, and I went by DJ Two Face. So like I had people that only knew me by Two Face because they only knew my stage name and
Okay.
not my real name. And so I've been used to being called just Two Face for so long that it just doesn't even phase me anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not like, "Oh, that's my online name." That's just like my identity.
Yeah, that checks out.
uh
I have met more people online named Mango than I have met real people with my name.
all right, you ready to be like one of 3 people who has this link to this YouTube video?
Sure.
Ancient young Two Face. It's
Ancient,
unlisted.
ancient young Two-Face. Isn't ancient and young counteracting each other?
Yeah, yeah, they're antonyms. That's correct.
Oh, Crown Koi's sister calls him Koi.
Interesting. I call my cousin Zed, who that's his online name. That's not his real name. I just
Uh,
have done so many like online things with him at this point that like people don't know his real name, and it's just easier if I say Zed. I said Zed to my mom the other day when talking about him, and she was like, "Who?" And I'm like, "Oh,
that
sorry."
link is to the YouTube Creator Studio version of that.
Oh, I'm an idiot. My bad. Let me mm, just kidding. I don't know why I did that. I'm just being dumb right now. Don't mind me. This is what I wanted to copy. There you go.
Oh, you've got the classics. Do you care if I say what it is?
Go for it.
Oh, two notable things. One, there wasn't YouTube replying to comments, so you straight up just commented a new comment every time someone commented. And two, you've got Redstone Connect 4 back
Yep.
12 years ago.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yep. I've been thinking lately about, so I have two versions of this Connect 4, right?
Uh-huh.
And the reason I made this is because I wanted to make a working gravity system
Uh-huh.
and not just use sand and gravel like everyone was doing at the time for Connect 4. And I just really like Connect 4. It's probably like my favorite like simple board game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um
I'm a big fan of tic-tac-toe just because of the game theory and odds from it.
right. So I challenged myself to make like a gravity program with Redstone.
Uh-huh.
And I made that, and then I made a V2 of this, and the Redstone was about half the size, half the volume,
That's impressive.
and it's the exact same functionality. And I can tell you right now that like with the abilities we have today, with like like
Skulk sensors, observers, hoppers,
this was even
droppers.
before comparators. To be
You're
honest,
using-
this build comparators didn't exist.
You're
So
using glowstone and redstone. Do you know how long it's been since someone's done that?
yeah, exactly. Like you're seeing the age of this video right now. Like
Yeah.
I mean, you do Minecraft stuff like for YouTube. You know exactly the date of this video just by looking at the build style of it. There were
Yeah.
so many fewer blocks that even existed in the game.
You've got
at
the
this
stone
point.
bricks.
The stone bricks, yeah.
Oh, you've got a built-up skin in the background.
Uh-huh. Yep.
By that alone, you can tell the age.
Yep.
Hold up, is that a piston translocator in the background?
Maybe
I can't quite tell.
Timestamp?
It's like
Timestamp me.
25 seconds. I can't quite tell because this is like 480p, and recording
it's-
seems less.
Yeah. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a piston translocator. If you see that sign though that says Smobs in the background,
Uh-huh.
that sign is a daylight detector sign. Which in this version of Minecraft, sunlight detectors did not exist.
That is
what we did back in the day was we put a bunch of grass blocks on top of bud
I remember
switches.
that.
And then you would have
And then
the
you
more
would-
grass blocks and bud switches you would have, the more accurate it would be because it would be based on dirt and grass change mechanics.
Yeah.
So you'd have to put a bunch of them. There's also like an old 7-segment clock display I have in there. There's like an
Mhm.
old tree farm that I'm looking at. There's a really ancient cobblestone farm. There's a Wreck-It Ralph pixel art.
I started Redstone way after you, because, like, I remember going to the tutorial world and then building a single piston door, and it didn't use a redstone torch, so you had to close it from the opposite side.
Oh,
And that was, like, the best redstone I could do, and I placed bookshelves, and it wasn't even seamless. Like,
Yeah.
you could see the pistons. But it was like a Batman door, and it was so cool.
I have like a whole story to like how I learned redstone.
How'd you learn redstone?
So like back in the day, my friend in high school really wanted me to play Minecraft, and I was just like, no, it doesn't really look like a game I'll enjoy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't care. And he's like, okay, well if you really don't want to play it, then just here, I'm gonna link you to a Pirate Bay download of it, try it, friggin' uninstall it if you want to. I'm like, fine, I'll install it, whatever. The Pirate Bay download came with a server baked in
Uh-huh.
to the client.
Uh-huh.
And I started playing on that server like pretty religiously, actually. And the server kind of like redstoner person for the server at the time, her name was Smobs, which is what name is on that sign.
Uh-huh.
And I was really struggling one day. I wanted to put like a custom like a minecart system in my house that would take you to different rooms.
Uh-huh.
And she helped me like work all that out. And
Minecrafts were one of the first things that were interactable with Redstone.
yep, yep. I think that was like just around the time, honestly.
Like,
And
before we got pistons.
yeah, exactly. I think that was like right before Pistons. So like, when Pistons did come out and people started making tree farms and stuff, she made a tree farm for our faction because it was a faction-based server.
Mm-hmm.
And then she started showing me around all of her redstone stuff because she like knew I was curious, and she like she had like a big network, like a subway system under our faction that would take you to like different members' plots and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And she would just show me things on like random days. And then like I started to like become good friends with her, and then my friend on the server and her were like in like a long distance online relationship. He was from Idaho and she was from Australia. And
Uh-huh.
she was gonna get her visa to go visit him in Idaho, and she ended up getting in a car accident on the way there, and she died in the car accident. And no one else knew anything she did, like on the server. Like no one knew how Redstone worked. And one day the tree farm broke, and they're like, Two-Face, you're the only person who's been explained this. And I'm like, okay. So I had to fix her tree farm. And then that's like when it all started, was like I had to start fixing her things that were breaking because she wasn't playing the game anymore because, you know, she was gone.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of pushed into it, you know? But I ended up enjoying it a lot. But I missed the shit out of her.
That is... I got chills. Like, actually. That
It
is...
gives me chills every time I talk about it, honestly. But like, it's like kind of a neat story. It's like not cool that my friend died, but like,
It's not a good story, but it's...
no.
It's an... I'm trying to think of a word.
I don't.
It's an alive
It's just-
story.
Yeah, it's life, you know? It's life. Life sucks sometimes.
You were kind of like made the chief of Redstone. You were promoted in the saddest way.
And what's funny is like I was like a no one on that server at the time, and I think she was a moderator on the server. She just so happened to be in my faction and also just a nice person. So like what ended up happening was I started being the guy that people would like hire to do like these complex redstone builds for.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually like the server owner noticed who I was and like started promoting me through like the staff system. And my title on the server eventually became Redstone Whore.
That seems like the kind of thing that would be on a pirated version of Minecraft.
Yeah, it was an 18 plus server, so.
Yeah. Do you want to know how I got into
Yeah, no.
Redstone?
Go ahead.
So, I obviously had like the Minecraft Redstone handbook,
Mhm.
but that meant nothing. One of my first projects was I learned what the basic redstone mechanics did, and I was not good at logic and reasoning, like Boolean logic or anything like that at all. But I'm a very
I
fast
didn't know
learner.
what logic was until I started doing Redstone.
Yeah,
Like at all. I learned logic through Redstone.
yeah, exactly. But I made a bat cave, and I was like, oh, now I want to make this door flush. Now I want to make it seamless. Now I want to make it a hipster door. So then I kind of just like progressed through that.
Yeah.
And then I spent about a year working on a this was like throughout the year. So this was probably like 2017. I spent like a year making a flush seamless double-sided 4x4 vault door that was completely symmetrical and had like zero timing like delays. But like side to side. But that was
I wish I could show you some of the builds I had on that server, because like, man, like if I tried to build those things anymore, I just wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to handle it. Like some of that stuff took me so long.
Mm-hmm. That was my magnum opus of that.
I made a 5x5 vault door that existed basically because like I said before, it was like a faction server, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you know how much experience do you have like with servers and like large
Decent.
quantities of people? So our server had
A little bit less
120,000
than that,
registered
but
members.
yes. Okay.
Um, and basically we were using Spigot, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know like how much you've had to deal with it, but Redstone and Spigot aren't really friends.
Yeah, they're really not.
Because Spigot is constantly tracking chunk borders and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Redstone doesn't go over the chunk border and like retain the same data.
How
So
do
you have to
I explain this? Spigot, you would use fans at the start of your tracks.
right. Basically.
Except the
So
extreme of that.
right, exactly. So like so so I had these systems in this vault door because it was a very specific vault door where every time the redstone crossed over the chunk, I had a safety line that would make sure that it was the same tick that would carry over the chunk border. And
That is so
literally
sick.
one of the admins on the server heard about it, went and used world edit to copy and paste it in his faction and just put a shrine around it because he's like, this is the most genius redstone thing I've ever seen. Like, I didn't know he had done that until I visited his faction at one point, and I'm like,
what?
is this my vault door? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, why is my vault door just sitting in your faction? He goes, because I can't break it. I've never seen a door this big on this server and I can't break it.
What size was it?
It was 5x5 vault door.
5x5
but it
vault
was
door?
Yeah. It was I want to say maybe 1.11 at that time. Maybe.
That's very strong. 5x11s are rare even now. Oh, it's your pineapple track. Doesn't that have like way too many parts?
Has
Because
a lot
all
of
of the
parts, yeah.
pineapples are like 5 palm trees.
More than 5, hold on. Let's only select the palm trees. If I can. I don't even think I can. There you go. 16 palm trees per pineapple.
Yeah, and then you just scattered those all
and
over
then I
the place.
spammed
Yeah,
them.
it's
Yeah, they're everywhere.
2,397 blocks.
Yeah.
For a track that's
that
like
has like no
very
aesthetics.
streamlined. Yeah.
Yep. Uh-huh. Welcome to Two-Face Building. I don't care about track parts.
Nah, vibe.
I wonder if there's another map I've done that too, to be honest. What's that? Fun. That wasn't even something that like was possible in my mind when I was like doing most of my redstone stuff. Like I still do redstone sometimes, but redstone has been so simplified since then that it's like crazy. Yeah, I didn't. Observers are life-changing. Mm-hmm. Same. Not that I'm trying to downplay that, but like, depending on how you play Minecraft, that can be pretty. All you need is efficiency and time. You did it in 4 days. I'm always that person on a server that's finding diamonds before everyone. I had a server going with my girlfriend and like a few of my other friends, and I was the only person that was like willing to go mining at points. And then they'd be like, "I'm gonna go mining," and they're like, "I never find diamonds." And literally, all I'd have to do is say, "Ooh, look, another diamond," into the microphone, and it would trigger at least one of them. And it was the funniest thing, because this map seed is so bullshit. I can't find any diamonds. Hey, a diamond. RUC, I wait on netherite. I don't feel like it's worth it enough to go for it super early. I think I get elytra before I get full netherite. Because that requires you to go to the end, right? But a lot of people like the netherite armor for the dragon, and I'm like, that just feels like a waste of time when diamond is perfectly fine. I do get it eventually. It's just very low on my priorities list. I'm the guy that when I wonder if I still have my world save. I'm the guy that when we start up a new Minecraft save, I automate every single farm I can automate. Every single one. Every single farm. What's that? Oh no, for sure. I wonder if I still have my old map. Where would that have been? Oh, I think it might have been on my girlfriend's realms. What's that? Bone meal farms are, yeah, definitely. Now that they're a thing that you can do, I mean, they've been a thing you can do for a while now, but like, definitely like pre compost bins, not a thing. You had to make a mob farm and grind bones. No. I still make mob farms like that sometimes. Because they're efficient, right? Because you're cycling the mobs out. It's an efficiency thing. You're cycling the mobs out so quickly that you get just a ton of resources. Has nothing to do with space efficiency. I usually put them like really far out, and then I'll go like AFK at them if I'm doing something. And then I'll come back and have like, you know, like 20 full double chests of items. Yeah.
Apparently, I hit my mute button on OBS.
Oh.
That's the neat thing. Well, I only hit it like 10 minutes ago, probably. That's the neat thing. I don't have a mute button, and I haven't opened OBS in the last 10 minutes.
Maybe you accidentally hit a hotkey?
That's the thing. That's what I was saying. I don't have a mute button for that. Like, that's unbound. So that's very interesting. I'm really not sure how that happened. I must have like just alt-tabbed and clicked it on accident while I was trying to like click something else. But huh.
All right, my guy. It was fun chilling with you, but I gotta eat. Like,
yeah,
mad.
that is based. I've been streaming for 3 hours. When did I start?
I don't know why YouTube's not telling me how long you've been live for, because it usually does. But it's not
3:30. Right, I've been streaming for 3 hours 30 minutes. And I got the track.
I only do 2-hour streams these days, man.
Minecraft.
Well, right? Minecraft podcast Zeepkist stream.
Which is also like the first time I've talked to you.
Well, I mean, I pretty much always click with Minecraft people, especially people who know older stuff about Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, there was something I forgot to mention earlier. There was one of the earliest like Minecraft Redstone videos that I was so impressed by was a calculator that used redstone torches for the display because that's all they had.
I think I remember that. Oh my god, that rings
and
so
the redstone
many bells
was on
in
like
my
dirt.
head.
And
I think
grass.
I know what video you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot for the life of me remember who made that. But it was so cool because like you could add up to 9-digit numbers together. Not up to
Hmm.
9-digit numbers. You could add numbers up to 9 together. So it could do it was just so cool. And it was decently fast too.
I recently played, or not recently, like last year, maybe like a year and a half ago.
Uh-huh.
Unique spun up a Minecraft server, and me and Ronan and Unique's sister and my girlfriend all played Minecraft together. That was
That's
super fun.
that sounds
It was the
fun.
create mod, which being a redstoner kind of like kills the redstone for me. But like it was fun to play with Unique.
Oh, you're not a fan of Create?
I love create, but I love vanilla redstone more.
That's entirely fair. I go in
I
cycles.
genuinely like the create mod a lot. I
Mm.
like it a lot. But every time I get in Minecraft, my brain goes, you can redstone something right now. But
You
when
can
you're
tinker,
playing
you can
create, there's
solve a
no
problem, you
reason.
can make that thing smaller.
There's no reason to redstone anything in the create mod. So like I start playing the create mod and I just start going crazy because I'm like, bro, you're not doing that thing that you like doing. Why aren't you doing that thing? You know, like
I think I have
on
to find it, but part of what I like so much about Create is the trains. I'm a big fan of
mm,
trains.
mm-hmm.
What is your opinion of trains?
I know very little about them, but I have a lot of friends that really like them.
Well, yeah, Con is like a major one.
Do you know who Heis is?
Yes. Yeah,
I went to Khan's
definitely.
wedding and
Uh-huh.
Heis was there. And Heis doesn't know how to talk about things that aren't trains.
No,
Uh
it's not.
Literally, I was trying to have normal conversations with Heis because okay, so Heis is a very awkward human. Heis
Yes.
doesn't know how to interact with people very well, and I could see him like kind of like meandering throughout the wedding because he didn't know anyone there. And me, at least I'm with my girlfriend, and Heist doesn't know Dapper and Cosmo like I do, so he can't talk to them either. He just knows Khan. So he's just sitting there like meandering through, and I'm like, I've heard this guy's voice at least, you know, like I know who this guy is. I can
Yeah.
go walk over and talk to him and like at least try to keep him company. Like literally every conversation I had with him, even if it was unrelated to trains, would eventually turn into a train conversation. Every single one.
I
It was
suppose that could kind
insane.
of be said about me in Minecraft.
It was crazy because like I literally know nothing about trains. Like he was, you know, and you know Heist, he's like this really super smart technical guy with trains, and
Yeah.
here I am like absolute zero with
He's like, "Oh,
trains.
this is a 4.0 gauge. It ran the it was one of the first ones to run the Colorado line."
Yeah, and I'm just sitting here like
You're
uh-huh.
like, "Pet.
I respect people that like trains. I just don't know anything about trains, and I don't um like I'm one of those people that like once I find something that intrigues me, I'll study the crap out of it until I know like everything about it. But trains has never been on my list, you know?
Mhm. I am a big fan of trains simply because the engineering aspects.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just I really like engineering. It's basically what you feel towards Redstone.
Right.
Like do you want to know the two notable things that I did today?
What's that?
Rocket science and I made French toast.
Let's go.
That is that is the two notable things.
I used to work with a lot of rocket scientists.
Two-faced lore?
Two-Face lore. Two-Face just got done working at SpaceX in September.
That's fun.
It was not, but I'll accept your compliment.
It doesn't seem like a fun place to work. I was being half
It is.
sarcastic.
Yeah, yeah. There's no work-life balance at SpaceX, unfortunately. I was there for a year, and I went into it with my YouTube channel just starting to grow, and I had to completely stop doing like everything YouTube because I didn't have any time to do any
Yeah,
YouTube, and it
that's
was
so unfortunate.
very sad to me because I had just found like my passion for YouTube, and like Cosmo's trying to help me grow to the point where like YouTube's like my main gig,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I literally can't. I don't have time for this. Like I was making decent money, but
There's a point where it's
before I
not
worked
worth
at
it.
before I worked at SpaceX, I worked at Google, and the company that I work for now just got bought by AMD. So I have kind of a bit of a crazy system.
That's kind of that's kind of back to back to back. Not a lot of time, it seems.
Like at the places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not at the places. I mean, like being at the places doesn't give you a lot of time.
Oh, Google was different. I was a very niche position at Google,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of my time spent at Google was just chilling in an office
That's
because
fun.
people didn't even really know how to like contact me and stuff for some reason.
That's
Like,
fun.
so I literally discovered Zeepkist while I was at Google. Started playing Zeepkist literally just at Google all day. B, I finished Elden Ring. I started and finished Elden Ring on shift at Google. Like, I just
If you were
gamed.
still working there, I would be like, yeah, you shouldn't say that on stream. Now it's time to beat the other Dark Soul games.
Well, so here's the thing, right? My managers,
Uh-huh.
right? My managers, I'd be like, hey, I don't have anything to do. My office is void of tasks for me to get done, right? And they'd just be like, okay, do whatever. You just have to stay there. And like my managers, they weren't there. They were remote. They were in San Francisco, and I'm not in San Francisco. Uh, so like they would just be like, oh yeah, just chill there, see if anything happens. If anything happens, deal with it. If nothing happens, then nothing happened. you know.
Oh, my chat says lots of Two-Face lore.
That's fine. I don't think this is really like anything too crazy. But it was weird because I would sit there and I'd get really frustrated because I didn't have anything to do. And then I ended up just like living in the nothing to do. The cool thing about working at Google, by the way, is that it's like a playground for adults.
Yeah.
So like if I ever did get bored of gaming, I would just go to the music room and have like a private little jam session, or I'd go sit in a massage chair for a while, or there was there was hairdressers there, there was
Yeah, I've heard
massage
really
therapists
good
there.
things about working at Google, like basically what if union benefits were like incredibly good, except it's not a union, it's just the company.
We had like gaming rooms and pinball rooms, and we had baristas, like 3 different barista stations all throughout campus.
Yeah.
Like it was insane.
So you're just
Ultimately, I ended up getting I ended up getting axed because my position wasn't profitable. Obviously, I was doing nothing all day. But like at the same time, my management wasn't making like
you were like,
any
"Can I
steps
have
forward to
things to
get me
do?"
things
And you
to
were
do.
like,
Yeah,
they were
I would
like,
literally
"No,
ask.
thanks."
Yeah, I would literally ask for things to do, and they'd be like, "No, no, nothing else is your job. You do this one thing," and I'd be like, "Okay, sure,
I suppose I could do that for a bit.
yeah."
I'm the
Well,
kind of
I
person who
mean,
hates feeling helpless, so I always find something to do.
well, that's the thing is like there was literally nothing. Like the best I could do would be like clean my office on some days. You know what I mean? Like
But
it
there's
wasn't
only
that I could
so
like
many,
even
there's only so clean it can get.
right, exactly. So like I would literally just go hang out with some of the other like Google people sometimes. Like I made
Hmm.
really good friends with one of the baristas, and I still hang out with him on
Hmm.
occasion. Uh, I don't know. Like most people there were chill. Like Google's definitely one of the the one I worked at anyway is definitely one of the less douchebaggy jobs I've had in terms of like people and their egos. And you would think Google would have a lot of people with egos, but most people there are pretty chill.
Do you know what I do that's really funny when I have nothing to do?
Hmm.
I'll straight up like make thumbnails or check analytics.
Lol. See, I while I was working at Google was like right around the time like I had just started YouTube while I was working at Google. So
Define started. Like started doing it like actually
like
for
committing to it like with
okay.
Cosmo and Con and
Okay.
Dapper. Because before like so how my involvement with Cosmo and Con and Dapper happened was Ronan was streaming. And
Okay.
Ronan is kind of like the de facto Zeepkist streamer, right? Like he is the Zeepkist streamer. There's not a streamer in Zeepkist besides me right now who gets more views than Ronan.
Yeah.
And I don't even count myself as a Zeepkist streamer because I stream Zeepkist once a week. He streams Zeepkist like 4 or 5 days a week.
I mean,
So,
I've got like one viewer now. That's got to count for something. On my first Zeepkist stream.
Let's go. Well, listen. One of these days, when Ronan isn't doing game awards like he was tonight, Ronan and I are gonna blast the shit out of your stream, and you're gonna get a shit ton of views.
That is
Not,
much
maybe
appreciated.
maybe not a shit ton. I guess that's relative, right? But the Zeepkist community is very supportive. And if Ronan and I, which we have done this many times, by the way, just say, excited face, new Zeepkist streamer, in both of our Discords at the same time, you will get swarmed. So that was kind of my plan tonight, but Ronan was busy, and I was busy, and I just couldn't really make it happen.
Totally fair.
But that's why I wanted you to ping me, was because I was going to try to do that, but then both of us were tied up for a little bit longer than I expected.
Yeah, that's
it was like
entirely fair.
5 a.m. for Ronan by the time he went to bed, and so I wasn't going to ask him to do anything else, because, you know, he's British, and he was up till, like, literally, I don't know, when did I join? Because he came and said goodnight to me right before I joined here.
Joined watching or joined the call?
Joined watch. No, joined the call. Like, I don't know, what, an hour and a half ago? Hour ago?
My PC treats apps an hour behind, so I have to look at this. Wasn't that, like, yeah, an hour and a half ago?
Yeah, so for Ronan, that would have been, let's see. Yeah, that would have been like 5:30 a.m. for Ronan when he told me goodnight. He had stayed up all night to watch the Game Awards with stream. He did take a nap for it, but still, like, I don't think it was sufficient. So, like,
yeah,
you know, we were going.
Only so much a nap can do.
And I was helping with a cup of the day that one of my community members asked if I would help with.
Yeah, that's fair. I kind of, on a whim, went, you know what? I should stream Zeepkist today.
You should stream it again sometime. Sometime when I can send a bunch of viewers your way and get you some subs and stuff.
This was so fun. And it still is, because I still haven't stopped streaming. It's been... How long has it been?
Well, it was like 3.5 hours last time we checked.
3.5 hours last time we checked? But yeah, but we checked that like 20 minutes ago. So it's like 3:40 now.
I want you to know that this is a problem with people, that they find Zeepkist and then they start playing Zeepkist and they literally can't stop. Like, it's common. It's pretty common. And do you know Shavaxi?
Briefly. I've
so
played
Shavaxi,
like one lobby with them, I believe.
So Shavaxi made RL Craft.
Yes, okay.
And he recently has
playing Zeepkist like 4 weeks ago.
Like, yeah, 3 weeks ago, yeah.
Aren't they at like the top of leaderboards?
Yeah.
Also,
I'm using Shavaxi right now. Go ahead.
I'm beating that Delta Rune level.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Do it. I don't have the patience for tracks like that.
But I'm going to. It's partially because one of I believe the third time I made a lobby, some guy joined and he was like, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't be playing this," and I was like, "No, it's fine.
Bet.
I've done this before." And he was like, "No, like you really shouldn't be. Go try some easier tracks." And I was like, "No."
I always tell people that the best way to learn how to play Zeepkist is to play like any tracks that get thrown your way,
Yeah,
right? And people, what that means is like don't skip the bad tracks.
yeah,
Play the tracks that are built poorly because you will literally not get skills to drive on things like that unless you do the things like that. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah,
won't get the sense of like how to drive a janky piece unless you drive on janky pieces. You're not, you're not magically just going to get better at driving things that are like off the grid or not lined up correctly.
yeah. I
And
played
and who knows when that may come in
XO6
handy
the
for
other
you.
day, and it was just a joke. Like, I liked the level; it was a fun level, but like skill-wise, XO6 is a joke.
Yeah.
Given I haven't tried it like competitively, I just did a clear, but like
Right.
it forged in the fire of the pros makes everything else so much easier. My first I started playing that Deltarune track the hour it was released, and I played with Round and a few other of like the pros that were trying it. I think my mic just cut out. And I played with Round and a few other of the pros that were trying it, and they helped me. Like they were like, "Oh hey, don't arms up in this section. These are the
Right.
steering settings that I use. These are some good things that you can do." And
Round
it
is
helped a
like
ton.
Round is top 5. Easy. Top 5 Zapekist racers.
Yeah, casually Round was just like, "All right, I'm gonna try now," and then got a time immediately. Now
It's
I
like
know it's Round's
Round,
map, but like,
Mackie, Kern, Zoman, and who would I put for the last one? I don't know who I'd put on the 5th spot. Those are definitely top 4 though.
when I started watching Zeepkist is when Con and Cosmo started playing it. So one of the best players that early on was
4 cans.
Vorkans, yeah.
But he's washed now because he stopped playing.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a bit.
He's around. I'm in several DMs with Warcans. We're close. We still talk. In fact, like the reason he stopped playing Zapekist so much was because there's this streamer Vishy who started streaming Zapekist,
Uh-huh.
and he just became like such good friends with her that he just followed her out of Zapekist when she started playing other games for stream. And that's like kind of why Warcan stopped playing Zapekist for so long, was just because he like made a really good friend and just
That's
decided to
fun.
follow that friend around.
I'm not like complaining
And
or anything.
I was I was following Vishy
Uh-huh.
at the time when she started. I follow like literally every single Zapekist content creator if I can. You know what I mean? Like I try to make sure that so I'm like legitimately supporting the community
So
somehow.
that's why I
So
have 90 subscribers now.
sure is. um, but I kept in contact with him like that whole time because I would watch Vishy streams whether or not she was streaming Zapekist or not.
Hmm.
And so like there's a chat that's just called recording question mark, and it's like all the
Small
like
things?
really trusted Zapekist people.
Uh-huh.
Mao, who hasn't been in the game for a bit, and is just now coming back. Mackie, Kodiak, Ronan, Saint Nicholas, Lexer, me, and Warcans.
Hmm.
And that's like where all the. I kind of feel like we're like the Zapekist underground. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
like the community members behind the things, and like sometimes we'll like discuss things and then like decide that that's going to happen and that's the direction the Zapekist community is going to go in for like most of the time for the we don't like do anything crazy, right? Like we're not like
You're not a
just like
mafia.
no, we're mostly like we really care about the community
Yeah.
So we're the people that if we see like someone misbehaving or something, we're the people we talk about it, and we're not necessarily mods, right? But we're important enough to Unique that if we were to bring something up to Unique as a group of people, it would be dealt with. You know what I
Isn't
mean?
also isn't Ronan a mod?
Ronan is a mod.
Yeah,
I'm gonna refer to myself as like a pseudo mod. I
that's
have
fair.
access to things that only mods have access to within Zeepkist. And
Yeah.
honestly, all the other people that I just named out loud that I said were like pretty important Zeepkist people, none of them except me and Ronan have access to those things. And Ronan has it because he's a mod, and I have it because Unique trusts me.
That is strong.
I mean, I lived with Unique for a week. We got an Airbnb together when we went to Khan's wedding. So, I mean, if you
Oh
can live with me for a
yeah,
week,
and
you could
then
probably trust me, right?
didn't you break Cosmo's toilet?
I broke Cosmo's toilet. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Cosmo's toilet was already broken, and he didn't warn me. So when the toilet didn't flush, and I tried to get it to flush, it ended up flooding the bathroom that night.
Ah.
The toilet was already broken. It just flooded.
But that's a much less fun story.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I totally let him get away with the whole Two-Face broke my toilet thing because it's funny for content, right? Like,
Yeah.
I full commit to the bit, even if it's at my detriment. I don't care. It's all for the bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you wanna know a prime example of that I watched literally before I streamed? Like right
What's that?
before. The second urinal video.
The second urinal, yeah. I'm like, dude, this is literally how I use the bathroom. I don't care. I am like that though. I will see a dude in a bathroom and he'll be using a urinal, and I'll choose the urinal next to him
You see,
because I think it's funny that it's
am-
hilarious that it makes people uncomfortable.
I am the exact opposite. I don't use public bathrooms.
Fair. I know people like that.
Literally the exact opposite.
Yeah, no, I just stopped caring about a lot of things. It probably stems from mental health issues, I'm not gonna lie, but like also like why care so much, bro?
Yeah.
Life's a joke, live it.
Plus, for some of those things, caring takes so much energy.
Oh, for sure. I do struggle with like anxiety and stuff, so like being able to not sweat little things sometimes that are like things that are as simple as like, do I stand next to the guy at the urinal is like a mental relief for me in a way, because like I've trained myself not to care about that thing that
I think
other
you
people
talked
seem to get
a
stressed
little bit about that on your anxiety track video. My mic.
Oh, the
cut out.
ADHD track?
I don't remember if it was the ADHD one or the anxiety one. I
I
swear to
don't
God.
remember.
1 second.
Anxiety.
If I stay in a Discord call for too long, my mic straight up just like goes no.
Weird. Seems like some sort of weird auto gain setting, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyway,
It might have been the
I'm
ADHD
gonna-
one. Yeah. Go eat food. I've kept you here an extra
Yeah,
30 minutes.
I need food. I need food bad. I can feel the stomach acid bubbling in my stomach. Bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye. Had nice hanging out with you.
Nice hanging out with you too.
We'll do things sometime when I have time, which I never have time, but I try to make time. You know what? I make time to my own detriment. I make time for people that I should not make time for because it affects my personal life heavily. But I still do it because I care a lot about people. Anyways, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your stream, however much of that is left. And
about negative